And we're back with another episode of Unfiltered Wellness. I am Gabriel Jacobo. I got my co-host, my partner, my coach, all of the above, Austin Maine. What is up, Austin?
That's a lot of hats. I can wear one at a time. I need just one. I need one.
I love it. You only need one, but you know what? You're wearing the wrong hat. And let me tell you why you're wearing the wrong hat. If everyone could see, if anyone's watching the YouTube or watching the Spotify, you can see that I have something called LAC. And if I turn the hat around, you can see it says Leander Athletic Club. So Austin and I had the privilege of traveling to Leander, Texas, Jonestown, Texas, aka Austin, Texas, this past weekend. And it was an incredible experience, an incredible opportunity, not just for us as individuals, but for us as coaches, and to be able to serve a community of members at this club and in a way that really highlights what we do well, and that's performance nutrition and how it can apply with the club here, talking about LAC. So that was a big, big deal. And we walked away from it feeling like a ton of gratitude, a ton of things. But Austin, explain to the people exactly what it all is, what it means, and how it's so big.
I mean, yeah. I'll just get into it. I
Yeah.
wanna I wanna give the backstory. I'll give a tiny bit of it, and I'll go into it. It's really cool. I put up a post, talking about Matt and saying things to that. But I go back, and that really is where this idea started coming about really through him, like months and months back of like kind of putting an idea out there, and it's like I like that. We couldn't figure out exactly where it fit and when how it would go together and how it would come to be, but it's really cool to see like some of those things from those ideas actually grew legs and like walked and became a thing. I always think it's really cool when something gets created and like it's one of my favorite things. Like when you get the idea and you actually start seeing it start taking shape and forming, and it's never quite what you think initially it's going to be, which is always so much better because you get what it's supposed to be. And so I think that was just seeing that this week, and I feel like everything was like do coming together. Because even on the way down there, we talked to, gosh, like we talked with Ryan Gibney on the way down there. Great time. We love Ryan. We love the fact that he's actually in the conjugate world, but he's in HYROX. He actually
Yep.
just put out an article the other day on Elite FTS. If you want to see like real coaching, real behind the lens, what this thing is, and want to know things, like look up Ryan Gibney, Elite FTS, go read his article, do his thing. The other aspects though with that is we talked to Ryan on the way down there, and getting to start to do some stuff with Ryan as well, working with one of his clients right now, coming alongside from the supportive nutrition, getting to see, which in the meat and potatoes of what is performance nutrition, really what it is think if five people have the same program, you have five people, they're all clones. Let's take it down to five clones of it. Everybody's going to respond differently to that program and how they get better from it and or not get better from it based on their levels of recoverability, their ability to manage stress, their ability to recover. It's all going to come back eventually to their ability to take on the stress, recover from it, and continue doing that better and better and better over time.
Yeah.
We bring that with proper nutrition, you actually set up such a bigger baseline for that, especially when you go past what most people do. We don't just talk about macros and calories. We actually go through and incorporate things such as even breath work, morning routines, like night journaling, different aspects to try to bring the body down and set up the nervous system to respond better, not just to the food, but also to their training load as well.
Yep.
Hacks to get better at what you are trying to do, whether that is taking on and hitting a sub 60, whether it's trying to go to worlds, whether it's trying to handle the stress of the day better. Whatever that thing is, you can always reverse engineer and work backwards. And I just love food's ability to do that. I truly believe that, we are what we eat.
100%. And that's in a roundabout way. I think, if you're listening to this, what you're hearing is that it's not just nutrition. It is the opportunity to provide support that will enhance the rest of your life, whether it be in a way of nutrition, because we love food, Austin, you and I both do, it to enhance our recovery, to enhance our training, to enhance our everyday lives. I'm sure you felt the same way when we were cooking in the kitchen for John and Sarah Beth and listening to music. I was like having a great time. It
One of
was,
my
it was
favorite things,
fun.
man.
It's just so much fun to share conversation and share food and just not be on your phone the whole time and just have the conversation and share it through those things. So it's an incredible opportunity. So what we're doing here, like you kind of talked about with Ryan Gibney, is we're supporting a couple of different coaches who are in the HYROX world and giving them opportunities to support their athletes from a nutritional lens. So we're giving them coaching options for their athletes that are in their program. Same thing with Ryan, same thing with LAC. They've got people who need support. We're going to be supporting them. So it's an incredible opportunity and it allows us to be able to use something that is just so underserved in the HYROX community right now. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with supplements, right? That's it, you know.
And there's nothing wrong with going and like using a macro calculator and like finding it, but just like in the sport of high rocks, like at first you can like kind of just run and maybe do some intervals here and there, and like you probably get better at the sport. The deeper you go, the more that there is within that though. And so same with nutrition. Maybe at one point you're just, I hit my calories. Cool. But you also got injured. So
Yeah,
maybe that wasn't exact all things, or you got burnt out. Either one, vice versa. What if we would have taken care of that and actually pushed over here to get a higher buffer so you could continue to increase from that as well? I mean, for me, that's a big part of what it was. I was trying to figure out how to be able to recover. I wanted to do the
exactly.
100-mile bike race and all that for the first time. Like, dude, I didn't know anything. I knew bodybuilding nutrition. Two very different things. You can use principles that are found in bodybuilding, and I have so much respect for that world and that community. I mean, those are truly some of the most disciplined people I know. It's a
Hmm.
different beast whenever it is that type of nutrition 24/7 and dealing with the psychological effects of the hunger and I mean just everything that goes into it. Whenever it's like show preps and this, that, and the other. So I think performance nutrition and bodybuilding nutrition have some things in common, but
Hmm.
they're really at the core so very different until you get to really the highest of the levels of the sport. Whenever you start seeing people taking care of understanding the environment they put themselves in and all these aspects that allow them to continue to progress and progress and progress, slowing down to eat, not sitting there 24/7 rushing through traffic, trying to pound food down. Like I'm talking to myself from back when I was my life was a little bit different right then. So it's yeah, man, it's just learning how to support. And then even when you're in those seasons, how do you leverage it and use the things better? Like we talk about using things like, shakes that are already pre-broken down. You're not having to work as hard to break those down. It's already broken down for you.
Yep.
Your stomach and your digestive tract, it's easier work on it. It'd be like doing a zone 2 run instead of doing a threshold run. It's easy to recover from.
100%, 100%. And it's so exciting that we get to flex our muscles and helping people understand how can you utilize a lot of these things for your career. For what career, I say career could be professionally, could be athletically, or everything in between. It doesn't really matter. So this was kind of like an emergency broadcast, because we wanted to just talk about and highlight that there's some really cool things that we're doing within the HYROX performance nutrition space that is just underserved, and that we will allow, and we've shown that it actually helps athletes and it helps them recover. It helps them be able to show up every day and perform at their best, whether it be on competition day or in the gym every day as they're training for a competition. So it's a really good opportunity, and we're really excited to partner with a couple of these people, and just a lot of gratitude and a lot of appreciation, like you said, for Matt, our mentor. Shout out Matt, who just kind of showed the way. So much passion that he had when he teaches, I
Yeah.
felt it, and it gave me the same thing. That I'm really excited that we get to share some of the things that a lot of people have no idea about with everyday nutrition. So it's going to be really good opportunity. I'm really excited.
Just fair warning, once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's the problem. Sorry about that one.
You can't unsee it. One of the biggest things I can never unsee. If you guys are listening, read or listen to an audiobook called Ultra Processed People. You will never look at a food ingredient the same. How Austin and I went when we were in Texas, we went to the store a couple of times. I'd say we probably spent 20 minutes longer than we should have every time we went to the store, just because we were looking at ingredients labels on the back of all the foods we were trying to.
Maybe you were. I was just looking in general at everything.
Oh, I was looking at
I'm
ingredients
just
labels.
slow because I'm so excited to see what all is available.
Yeah, and we went to HEB Plus. That was a trip. That was cool.
What the? I mean, that place is crazy,
It was huge.
dude. I'm
Yeah,
like, I'm thinking back to United as a little kid going in. Like, what? I didn't know anything about places like that exist.
United. Oh, I forgot about that. I love it.
49. Yeah, you know Weatherford. You know
Yep.
Weatherford
I
United.
love that
Yep.
store, man. This is legit. But yeah, that's what we got. Is there anything else you wanted to talk on or
I
kind
think
of that?
those are bigs. Just like with anything else, so we always want to try to give you guys something that you can use. And so I think one of the important things, if you're like, well, what about nutrition? What are you guys talking about? What do I do? I'll just always challenge people. Hey, just for a week, eat foods that are just real whole foods. Get rid of the pops. Get rid of the drinks. Get rid of the artificial flavorings. Get rid of the sauces that have crazy stuff in them. Just create a baseline for the week and just judge it and see like, hey, how do I feel with this? Because
Mhm.
I guarantee 99.999% of people are going to feel that much better, have that much more energy, have that much more drive and motivation, and heck, even sleep that much better too at it.
Yep.
So you want to train,
Absolutely.
if you want to train hard, there's a way to. Just it doesn't always just mean hitting more calories.
Yeah. Amen. Amen. Well, that's all we got. Like I said, really short episode, but we just wanted to highlight the something amazing happening. If you are listening to this and you are a coach and you want help with some of your clients in terms of their nutrition and helping facilitate that, let us know. We'd be happy to help. And we're just really, really excited. So without anything else left to say, I'll see you guys
We're
later.
out.